one of the things that really, the spaces or the structures I think is really helpful for raising up women in ministry and leadership is team ministry, collaborative ministry. I've always been inclined to working in teams and to collaboration, and I wasn't sure why, because sometimes it seems like I'm the only one in a group that really wants to do this, but it was something I really valued. I kind of thought of coming up with really good ideas and really thinking critically and strategizing like a prism, and different people, when you turn it in the light, it sees it in different ways and could see strengths and weaknesses and approaches and ways of seeing and thinking. And so it was something I've always valued over the years. But I actually think that this is a strength in an area where women can really be in the forefront. So there are numerous studies that show that women prefer to work in teams and men prefer to work alone. I was recently reading a 2013 study. It was entitled, Are Women More Attracted to Cooperation Than Men? And the short answer is yes. And the more complex answer is that it's because, and this is based on research that they've interviewed a series of people, men demonstrate this tendency to overestimate their competency and underestimate the competencies of their partners and their peers. Women, on the other hand, tend to underestimate their competencies and very much value the strengths of their peers, their partners, or their teams. And so it's not so much a matter of practice or of performance, because actually all those questions performed very well at what the task they're doing. But it's a matter of perception, right? And I want to, on the one hand, challenge the perception that actually we aren't as competent, or we need to encourage one another, that we are able and competent to lead as well as men and to be a part of a team. But at the same time, I think we really need to explore and maximize that team-oriented nature that women tend to prefer. Because it's not just about expedience, it's about better ecclesiology, right? Also Paul in 1 Corinthians 12 talks about that to each has been given the manifestation of the Spirit for the common good. And what this means is that all of us have something to offer, but we don't all have it all. Your strength is my weakness is your strength. And it's in the context of shared leadership and team ministries that we can really bolster and bring the best out of one another. And so I really think that if you want to raise up women and give them a sense of confidence in spaces where they can thrive, allow them to lead teams, because they can really bring out the best in those teams and give them the authority to lead, but also the freedom to do it how they want to do it, right? Not the way that you necessarily would do it yourself.